go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Move that out of the way. Morning, everybody. It is next Wednesday, the 10th of June, I believe today. Isn't it 10th of June?
Yes.
2020. Welcome to all of you to lovely Las Vegas. I hope you all are having a great day. I'm live here. Yeah, it takes a couple minutes to get that thing warmed up. So, yeah, nice, kind of a cool night last night. Been really lucky weather-wise down here the last, well, ever since we rolled in. It was actually cool and comfortable here. Hey, Emily, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, Bluebird. Good morning to you. I'm here with D-Dub Travels this morning. My last full day. Good evening. Our day will come. I hope everything is good in Ireland there. Scottish, how you doing, honey? There's a lot for me to process the last couple days down here in Vegas. I want to thank those of you who were on the stream last night. It was a good stream last night. An interesting stream to go down the strip. Our usual part of the strip from here on Fremont Street, walking down to around the stratosphere there, and a little lower Sahara, and then turned around. Hello, Caitlin. So, yeah, I got mission accomplished here. I got Dee down to Vegas again, and I will be taking off for the Rancho tomorrow. I have some projects I've got to do over there. I want to feel like I get something accomplished there. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Nice to see you. Good morning to you. I specifically want to get the workshop cleared out. Hello, Jen. Good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning. Yeah, hugs to you too, Scott. 3-4 days in Vegas. What do you think? Really hard to tell right now.
I just don't think anything's going to happen for like a year. I think it's going to take a year to bounce back.
Derby, I'll tell you what.
If it was just like a week or so that this was shut down, it would be a lot easier to come back. But
A lot easier to come back.
Not months.
I was reading some of the headlines today about a real bounce up in cornholio cases in some of the states that have opened. All that stuff, I think, puts a damper on trying to get things back on track down here. So I think they got a long slog ahead of them here in Las Vegas. Last night though was first time since, when did I have pizza last time? March.
Yeah.
Where did we have that pizza? Where was that?
I believe wasn't that called the Boston?
Oh yeah, the Boston pizza down here. So last night was glorious. I sat down to the first pizza since March. Pizza Rock was open again, so Dee and I went down there and got the New York pie. It was very good. Still got your pieces left? Or
oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So gave some to Dee.
That was a lot.
It was a good pizza. Things aren't cheap here though on the restaurant scene. I don't think I ever paid. I think it was $26 for the pizza yesterday. But it was an award-winning pizza. Hey, Night Element, how are you?
That's one hell of a pizza price.
Hey, Cheryl, good morning to you. Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but it's certainly not Caesars, which you like, Caesars.
I like Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
That's the best pizza in the world.
Best pizza in the world. But it was a different kind of pizza, but it was nice to have the chew of a pizza. So what am I going to do back on the Rancho? Well, a couple things. Biggest thing I got to accomplish is I still have a lot of things from the van build that are clogging up the garage, and I want to make a big pile, and I want to have a lot of stuff hauled off of the Rancho. I like Dee's mannerisms. He seems very cool. Yeah, he is. Price of hamburger. Wow, $17. What is that for just 3 pounds? Wow.
$17 for 3 pounds.
They said since World War II ended, the consumption, this is the first time the consumption of meat's gone down in this country for 60 years.
consumption of meat's gonna go down when there's no supply for it. I mean, the shelves are empty.
Morning, Monkey Boy. Are you finding this boring because it is quiet? There's always cool stuff on the streets to see. I'm still kind of taken aback by how quiet the streets are down here in Las Vegas. So tonight, I'm going to concentrate on getting some clips for some videography to put something together for a feature. I like your band, Bill. Keep them up. Yeah, it was a good effort. But I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of leftover scrap. I have somebody that's interested in buying the old generator out of the Lisa Marie. I'm going to probably end up selling that. So get rid of that and get some money out of that. But there's a lot of crap I've accumulated over the years I just want to get rid of in there and clear out that shop. I'm looking forward to your neon cinema. Yeah, I want to focus on the neon. Problem is a lot of neon's still not lit there.
A lot of it's taken down, even like for here.
Yeah, a lot of it's taken down here. They're doing a lot of work on the main Las Vegas Boulevard. You'll probably hear some construction behind me today. I'm looking forward to capturing some of that. As far as future plans go, you need to get your sports bike registered, get your stuff consolidated. Have you decided if you're going to go back and get it registered, or what you're going to do?
I have no idea.
Okay. So.
None. I don't know what I'm going to do. As far as that goes, as long as I have a tent, I'll be happy.
Yeah. So then, in a couple weeks or so, take a cruise down the Pacific Coast Highway. Hang around in SoCal. We got some ideas of some things to do down in SoCal that might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Down there. You've never really been to LA.
I used to live in Palmdale, man.
Palmdale, yeah. But as far as the greater Los Angeles area.
Oh yeah. I just haven't been there since my travel.
Okay.
This time. But yeah, I've been going back towards LA since I was 18.
Yeah, I don't know, Jen, I don't know if they're booking appointments online. Right now at the DMV, remember this place has been shut down for 3 months. They've said if you have title work, things like that you give priority.
Anything that you can't do off the internet.
As far as licensing, I know in California that, good morning, I know in California they extended the expiration on licenses for about 3 months, so people didn't have to worry about that. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Good morning to you. My world in OKC. He could be looking at the biggest jam up in the history of the world here at the. Now, if you hi, Vicky. If you purchase a vehicle through a dealer, they have direct titling that they can do. They don't have to. They have a special window. It's so much more enjoyable now with Dee on it. The vibe is well, I enjoy hanging out with Dee. You cannot underestimate traveling with very easygoing people that are zero to no maintenance, and you don't have to worry about what you do if you're going to get backlash later, or Dee's going to go live, this sucked and that sucked and blah blah blah. He's basically down for anything, which is great. What's the schedule today? I'm just going to chill out. I'm not going to get any more sun. I got a lot of sun yesterday, so I'm going to let that go. I don't want to get too much sun. The cool wave is breaking here, so now the heat's going to start rising. So I enjoy traveling with these. So it's the expectation. I don't know. D's fluid, but as far as I can see right now, I think in probably 10 days to 2 weeks, you head down to PCH and do that from start at Pacifica to Santa Cruz, Salinas, down to all around Monterey Bay, then continuing south, Paso Robles, San Luis Obispo, and down to where the Hearst Castle is down there, where William Randolph Hearst, the big publisher,
My toe's doing all right.
had his place, and then into Malibu and L.A. So honestly, Rosie, I could not watch very long before when. Yeah, I hear you, Ninth Element. So positive people breed a positive side chat. Negative people breed a negative side chat. And I prefer to have things a fun way. So, hey, Christina, I so love catching your live streams. They want to know what kind of bike you got. Can you talk about your bike a little bit? Let me see.
I wasn't going to talk about that until after I have it.
Okay.
That's why nobody knows. That's why you keep asking.
Okay. Probably the biggest hurdle will be DMV.
Yeah, that is the biggest hurdle. It's going to be quite interesting. I think even if I get there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be about 100 people in the line. It might be an all-night thing.
Rosie would be a great travel agent. Thank you. I only watch positive. Your variety cell phone journalism is great. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really what you get on a variety channel, and I've always had a variety channel. It works against me in YouTube algorithms, but I don't really care. It spans from radio repair to restaurant reviews to travel to cinematography. Had a lot of moonshining over the years on there, so I'd like to put a variety of stuff up. Just asking, I don't have one, just thought I would ask. I think he wants to, people be camping tent. I think he just wants to wait till the bird is in hand before he,
Every time I talk about something, like my phone and everything else, when somebody says, hey, I got it sent out, here's the deal, here's this, and I really think it's on its way, and I talk about it on YouTube, guess what?
doesn't come.
It doesn't come. The ones I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'm not going to say nothing, and the whole time I'm thinking I should say something, but I still don't say nothing, and when it happens, I do a video on it, and it actually came and happened, so it's like...
Thank you, Christine.
I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, guy said he was sending the note, Samsung note.
Yeah, it was in the mail with the confirmation number and everything.
And
I met this guy in person. Like, this ain't some YouTuber. This is somebody in person.
never showed up. And the guy changed up his phone number.
Yeah,
so
his number's no longer whatever.
You know,
all he did is I don't even know why he came up with that story.
I don't know. Just so you're not sending the phone.
He wasn't even on YouTube, so it's not like I can sit there and blame it on the trolls. You know.
So I think that's a wise policy. Wait till you actually get it, boom, and then you're good to go on that.
Right.
How you doing, Alvin? Good morning to you. I think that's smart. Just wait till you actually have it, and then do it accordingly. But it's going to be an interesting rest of the summer. We've got a few things that we've talked about. They're still in a very formative stage. I'm not going to go into what they are, but a chance to expand on the Southern California experience down there. So I think you guys will be happy about that.
I think it'd be really cool if we could hit up Slab City when I'm on my bike.
Yeah, we could pop over to Slab City, an island over that way. Check that out. I'm lucky I know some people. Hello, Jody. How are you?
Hey, Penny Pincher.
Penny Pincher, nice to see you. Glad everybody's doing good for a Wednesday out there. So I think that you're going to be pleased. I do not anticipate being back in Las Vegas till August. Wrap that up, and then I'm seriously considering maybe a Route 66 run or something like that would be pretty cool. Depending on how the bike's running.
Oh, it's gonna be all right. Best thing about that is because my scooter is like 30 years old.
Yeah.
It's an 87. So whenever that breaks down, I have to order parts from China. And China or Japan, sometimes I gotta get it from
Now
Japan.
it is a Honda,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Right, but it's so old I got the parts coming in. if I want OEM parts.
Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, Cliff, how are you? So we're gonna go with the flow a little bit.
The Suzuki's up to date, so I can't
Yeah.
play away.
We're gonna definitely go with the flow and just let things work themselves out. I've got nowhere I gotta be on tomorrow, so I'm very fluid. Did they get rid of the green wall? They got rid of the bench and the table in front of the green wall.
The pool.
They opened the pool and they took the table away, which is weird because I was here when fear was higher a month ago, and the table was there and the pool was closed. And strangely, they've taken away the table now. I guess maybe too many people were congregating around it. So
There's no place to go and smoke and chill.
yeah, the only place to go and sit down and kind of relax a little bit. So the green wall is there, but the table is gone. Go figure. Yes, capacity. There's only so many people. I think that last time I was here, there were groups of people sitting around the table and stuff. So maybe that freaked them out. Probably these hotels have. The average person wouldn't, but probably there's health people that come in and evaluate, see how you're doing. Oh, get rid of this table. People are sitting here. Yeah, you can open the pool. We've been thermal scanned till we can't see straight.
It could also have something to do with simple as fact as how many seating capacities are here versus how many people they're allowed to have in the hotel. They might only be allowed to have so many seating for so many guests, so they had to get rid of those at the open pool because all this seating out here.
Yeah,
Which none of it's 6 feet apart.
Yeah, so social distancing is one of those things that I expected collapse very quickly. But then again, I don't know, guys, because Texas is reporting the third day of record hospitalizations. Arizona has declared a state of emergency down there now for the hospitalizations that have occurred. They're running about 70% capacity right now, which is their trigger point for telling people don't get elective surgery, and don't do this and don't do that. The old people. Dee and I finally noticed that last night. I'm probably one of the oldest people down here that's cruising around.
There's not very many people over the age of 40.
Yeah, over 40 is a minimum number of people down here. And I am quite sure that the older crew is more discretionary spending, more money available to play money available than some of the younger people. The thing I've observed is most of the people being young, tend to be very budget oriented down here. So Arizona's way up. I liked your Steeler. Thank you, Golden. My birthday's June 21st. It's coming up.
June 21st, really?
Yep. First day of summer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So a couple more, almost shorter than about 2 weeks or so. But you don't see any older people walking around down here, which is smart. Alvin, they're the most susceptible to cornholio. The death rates are very high. So I can't blame them at all. You can be comfortable at home, just pop your AC on and just wait it out and see what the heck happens.
Right.
Summer equinox, that's right. I'm right on the cusp between Gemini and Cancer. So, yeah, 21 again. I just play it being young. At least I had that creepo at El Cortez. It's like, you're pretty tight for 49 years old or whatever. Yeah. Could you stand away from me, please? Guy backs up 1 foot and continues on with his stuff. So where are you going today? I said, I'm leaving now. No, I'm leaving. Alvin says it's going to be 25 this year.
25, wow. That's young.
My moon sign is on a cusp, so it has attributes of Gemini and Cancer. If you read the Washington Post, I'm a Cancer. If you read the New York Times, I'm a Gemini. So I would grow up and just pick the best horoscope and go with that. daily basis. So,
I'm just straight tourist.
straight tour. That's yeah, I've always been right on that cusp. $20 in pocket change. Thank you, pocket change. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Jackie says, okay, Jackie R, $10 from Jackie R. Thank you very much, guys. I hope this thing booms off this morning. I really appreciate. Very happy with the support. You know, I'm really liking the way, I think the decision I made, the way I run the channel and things is good. I've always believed if you put up the content, people will come. So thank you very much. Kim C, good morning to you, sweetie. Nice to see you. R coming through, and then pocket change come through. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Yeah, the whole trip has been affirmation. I think I'm on the right track with the way I'm doing things. But as I said before, memberships are cool. I really admire D for what he's setting up for merch and things like that. I'm not going to tell you, maybe I let the cat out of the bag yesterday, but I'm impressed with the.
You gotta work on that.
I'm impressed the way you ran that.
Yeah.
You know.
There's more that's got to be put up.
Yeah.
It's just so it's the initial putting all the items into the.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to back and
page.
explain to people what you did, or you want to just keep that.
I mean, I created a website.
Yeah, I would suggest
it's not taking out taxes, so I have to go back through and figure out the tax calculator why it's not working. So I put it up for a test run. Some people ordered some things, and I got to take it back down and figure things out.
Hey, PG Pie, hi Lisa Ann. So, people that have memberships, that's cool with me. I go to member-only chats. I look in on them once in a while. Some of the big protest live streams and member-only chats. So me. I'm like, if you want to do it, you do it. But everybody's different, and there's no one size fits all on YouTube. I just like to have a very flat sort of channel, but YouTube gives you those tools to do that. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. I want to thank those of you on the stream. I went back and looked at the stream last night. I was not happy at all. Doing 1080, 60 frames per minute was pixelated very heavily. So I backed that off to 720. Hey, yeah, man, how are you?
Really?
Yeah. I backed that up to 720p and up the frame rate.
The reason why it's so pixelated?
I think it probably was too high of a frame rate on that. It was just a lot of pixelation. I pushed the envelope. Now I just.
But you are using Streamlabs and everything else, so it uses more of your processor.
Yeah, Streamlabs takes a lot of guts out of your phone when you're streaming, all the bells and whistles. And I just thought, I want better quality. So 720's always served me well. If you're doing a stationary live stream, it's okay. But if you're mobile and walking around, anytime you shift the camera around, you're going to get, a lot of pixelation there. So I've changed that up. I generally, if I'm doing cinematic, I'll record 24 frames per minute, which is the standard cinematic frame rate for that type of cinematic video. But I upped the frame rate to real high last night. I kept signal, but I wasn't, it pushed it too much. There's too much. These phones are good, but they're not that good to support that kind of frame rate on there. So.
I never go back through and watch any of my live streams or videos even.
Well, the reason I watch is after a live stream is done, I don't like to leave the thumbnail up Rosie's live in Las Vegas, baby. I like to go into the video, capture a picture from the video, and then put that up. Okay, but I had a difficult time capturing a decent picture like the guy against the police car last night. No matter where I scroll through the video, I had pixelation and
Oh, wow.
the clarity issue, so I just decided to back that off. Hello, Craig. Good morning to you. Thank you for your nice comments. Yeah, I slept well last night. That was good. So you live and you learn. But 720
Hey,
is
Craig.
always 720 has always served me well. Be kind today. Yeah, so far so good. The heat's rising again. I was lucky. Dee and I were lucky. We hit here, boom, just when it was in the mid 80s, low to mid 80s, bright sunshine, cooling breeze. It was like maybe a 4-day thing, and now that's over, and the temperature's going to start rising here. And there's really not much you can do in the daytime down here with that sort of temperature.
No.
You know, all you can do is be under cover and just get some shade. And if I had a video to put together, I'd do it. I'm going to do a couple other videos on specific topics. But good morning. Yeah, it's good to see you. Hey, Michelle. I hope you're all having a good time. I hope everything's good on Myrtle Beach down there. Yeah, Dee got a haircut yesterday.
Yeah, Monkey Boy took me out to his barber.
Yeah, set you all up yesterday. Got you.
Yeah. I was like quite impressed. It's been since February since I had a haircut.
Yeah, it was driving it nuts here.
It was all that all over my ears and everything else. I can't stand that.
No, I'm gonna go out for something to eat after the stream this morning. I like to just start with the ghetto 7-Eleven, which is really worse than ever over there. If you can imagine that place, zero social distancing. You go in there, the coffee's always out. They're busy at the counter.
What do I like the new thing now is that they're wearing gloves, so they touch the cash and then they go and touch the food and put it on the order.
Yeah, I mean, they'll use one pair of gloves and they're handling cash, then they'll turn around and reach into the refrigerator case, pull out a hand of brats and throw them on the grill with that. I mean, it's just it's just...
no sanitation.
Yeah, so it's just having to deal with it. I'm sure the 7-Elevens are the same way. I'm not sure where we're going to go, to tell you the truth. I like to start with the coffee and just kind of chill out for a couple hours and then...
I haven't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, it's just... and then you can't walk 2 feet without somebody hitting you up for money. Here, there's just a lot
They
of...
got you covered on all the entrances of the 7-Eleven. Now you try that gas they dip out on the handicap side.
Yeah.
Boom, there's a guy right there, man. I'm like,
Right there.
Jesus, dude, this is getting ridiculous.
I must look like a soft touch or something like that. So that. Thank you very much, Sunny Girl. $10 from Sunny Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you, honey. Very sweet of you. Good afternoon. Just goes to the senior mountain.
Why is your clipboard up?
That's why I don't even like to go into a casino without Dee. It's just it's downtown when it's just too. If Dee's around, nobody bothers you. But if you're there solo,
It's that one guy that came up and he said, "You got any spare change?" And you were like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And he goes, "Well, Jesus told me to ask." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet he did, man."
and then the latest thing is it's not change. It's like you have a $5 or something
Yeah.
spare.
He's spare $5. He's spare $5.
$5.
I'm just trying to get a beer.
Camo Dave in the house. Good to see you, Camo Dave. And Camo Dave, I don't know if you saw, we did go down. What was that?
Miracle Mile.
Monday night we went to the Miracle Mile down there. It was very, very slow traffic. Very slow traffic down there on the lower strip. It's the first time I've ever streamed down there. So we'll see. It's going to be a long slog back here. So I'll give you a heads up, Camo Dave. I'm hoping to get to roll down the Pacific Coast Highway to LA from San Francisco to LA. I think that's going to be a good.
Yeah, it'd be really nice.
and
I
then
just
set
think
up.
that'd be a perfect first adventure on the bike.
Okay, High Watch says the entire nation's turning into the ghettos of Las Vegas. God, I hope not. I don't want to go in the Encore and see 100 people hitting up or the wind down there for money. So I should be back here in planning on August. I want to dedicate the end of June through July. It's a great time to be on the Pacific coast because you don't have the horrendous temperatures. Last summer, I was in, late summer, I was in Yuma. It was 100.
The entire nation is turning into the ghettos of Las Vegas.
I hope not. Somebody texted me somebody wrote a comment on one of my videos. Rosie, you were born in ghetto, you'll die in ghetto.
Oh,
it's probably true. You know, you never know the way that things are going here. So at least I'm comfortable with them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't have to shelter in place from the world out here, and the street is colorful. It's always been very colorful, and I'm attracted to colorful things. So it should be pretty good camo, Dave. It should be interesting travels down the coast. Get the van swinging into action. I might actually let Dee talk me into camping. One night, and you can anticipate if we're able to pull this off for
Joshua Tree would be the best place for that.
camp cooking, and camp stove cooking, and kitchen stadium on the road. Right.
Joshua Tree would be the perfect place.
We got Joshua Tree. There's a lot of wonderful parks down the Pacific coast there. So we're going to take our time. It's no rush. Maybe it'll be 30 miles a day. Maybe it'll be 40 miles a day. Maybe it'll be 50 miles a day between towns. It'll give me a chance to expand, do some more cinematic type of videos, get the flavor of some of these towns. Because I don't anticipate being back here till August or so. We'll have a better read on what's a better read. Any more money in Vegas? Yesterday was a good day for me. And I chose to just leave at that point in time. So no, nothing else. Would you say my time in casino is less than 10 minutes on?
Yeah, usually. I'll light a cigarette.
Time to go.
Before the cigarette's even gone, I'm walking out with the cigarette. I'm throwing it out.
Hey Larry, I can't. I'm too fidgety. I cannot sit at a machine. You used to travel with a guy that you'd sit there for 12 hours a day while he pounded on the machine, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's a long time. I couldn't do that. Are you ahead on? Oh yeah, I'm ahead. Yep, I'm pulled ahead on the trip. So I felt like, usually with these with me, it's a good luck charm. So I feel like I got to buy a pizza or something last night.
Oh, I appreciate it. That was good.
It was a different kind of pizza.
Monkey Boy got me Panda Express for lunch, and he got me pizza for dinner.
Hi, Ginger. LaPoof, how are you? Nice to see you. Great to see you, LaPoof. I hope you're doing well today. Ginger, good to see you this morning. So it's going to be an exciting summer. And then fall, when the temperature goes down and things cool off, especially around October, it's a great time to explore more of the Southwest and into Texas, Louisiana, and around those places, and then maybe get up to New England for the fall colors. And,
it's cold.
Cold, but it's
it's cold up there.
So you'll be in a tent.
I was thinking of hitting down Mexico and go to Mexico City for the winter.
Yeah, Mexico City is pretty charged up right now. There's a lot of cornholio, and Mexico City is the most populated country in the world, city in the world. So they're having trouble containing. It seems like the further south you go towards the equator and into South America, the worse control they have over cornholio. So I guess now the answer is that cornholio doesn't care about hot weather.
No, I don't think so.
We're having a surge in cases here. I read the New York Times every day. I look at the headline, Texas, third day in a row of spiking cases. You want to go to Baja? it's an interesting place. But be advised, they have 4 levels of travel advisories for Mexico. Level 1 is you shouldn't have any problem. Level 2 is just be aware if you're walking around. Level 3, which I've been in a level 3 in Mexico, in Sinaloa, San Luis down there, and that was a level 3 where it's recommended that you not travel into San Luis. And believe it or not, Tijuana was just a level 2, which there's tons of police on the street in Tijuana. But some of them are level 4 across the border from El Paso, Juarez is a level 4.
Oh wow.
Not recommended to travel. So you got to be very careful about, especially when economic times are difficult. You have a lot of opportunists out of desperation that'll do things that normally in good times wouldn't mess with you. So you have to be damn careful about that. So I've been down the Baja. I would like to go down the Libra Coast Highway. Yeah, Ninth Element up around the east coast of the Baja is supposed to be an interesting place too. I think it's a town called San Carlos or something like that. But the town next to it's a level 4. You know, it's under gang control. So you don't want to be there the day the gangs decide to take over.
I'm hoping to be in St. Paul in the next couple of years. That would be cool.
St. Paul, Minnesota?
No, the island.
Where's that?
Way down by South America.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Sonora State is very dangerous. We can no longer go to Rocky Point. There you go, Jackie Blue. So we were thinking about going to Rocky Point, and then we started checking the advisories of different places to go. And like I say, Sonora was a level 3. San Luis. We didn't even know it at that time. Hey, Vanessa says I'm not traveling anywhere in London. The other part of the shoot, cooling. Just doing my shopping. Okay, in your opinion, how long do you think this pandemic's going to last? These pandemics, because the weather patterns shift in parts of the world, they become the expanding hotspots, and then the northern hemisphere cools in fall, and the Cornholio migrates northward again. So I suspect it's going to be with us for a long time. I really do. I just hope it doesn't mutate to a more deadly form. It could also mutate to it's more likely to mutate to a less dangerous form. So I don't on nothing. New Zealand is claiming it. I don't think New Zealand has any cases now. Number one, I think you're required to quarantine for 2 weeks if you come into New Zealand. Now, Honolulu, Hawaii may be a go this year too. Honolulu, they're going to be putting some really big deals on the table to get people back to Hawaii over there. They've been pretty decimated by this cornholio.
Never been to Hawaii.
Their travel's down 99%, and you got to, because nobody wants to go there. You're required to self-quarantine in a hotel. Some people don't, and they end up being put on a plane back out of the place. But 2 weeks is a long time to sit it with your thumb up your bum, waiting for
Spending all that money on a hotel room.
yeah, spending all that money. So Japan is offering to pay half your fare. Well, that could be pretty interesting, Japan. How you doing, Keith Gregory? Remember the Elvis figurine? Yeah, that was one of those fortune teller things, the Elvis figurine in the little fortune teller window. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was.
Creep factor. You know, these days, I was talking to a guy who had a young family, and I was talking about Elvis Presley, and the guy's like, "Who's that?" People forget after many, 4 generations, people start to lose their grip. You don't see Elvis impersonators being as big a thing as they used to be here.
No, I think I've only seen like one so far this whole weekend.
You will not see one. I haven't seen one ad on Fremont Street on the circles for entertaining for a couple of years down there. So kind of weird. So that's the deal on that. I think people are starting to lose their grip on who. Just too many years. Everything fades into oblivion eventually. So yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it, Candle?
I seen one yesterday in the strip when Monkey Boy was bringing me back to the spot. That was it. That's like the only time I've never seen the strip.
You know why? Because the strip average age is probably a little older, and down here downtown it's a much younger age set, and I don't think there's money to be made on schlepping out that character and doing the Elvis shtick down here. I don't think it flies. It might fly around.
They do Kiss.
Well, at least Kiss looks cool, you know, when they're out there. So a few things I can tell that things are changing down here in Las Vegas, but time rolls on. Got to imagine Elvis died in the 70s. That's a hell of a long, it's almost like 50 years, 50 years ago. So it's a long time for a memory. You don't hear his music played as much. And I don't know of any Elvis show here in Vegas. They used to have a Vegas show at casinos would have in the showroom of Vegas. You don't see any of this.
I'm waiting to see Michael Jackson impersonators now.
Yeah, Michael Jackson
down here.
It's going to take a little bit of polish, Ninth Element, to get it back again. They're the worst situated, I think, of any state because they're so totally dependent on gambling revenue and tourism to come in here. I think the worst thing that could happen is that the stock market cracks open again and we're down in that situation, down in that craziness. Yeah, it's played out, I think. I think it has. I think it's been played out a bit. I can just tell. You saw the Blue Man group.
No, I've always
but that's
wanted
one
to
you
see.
wanted to see.
Yeah, that's the one I
right?
want to see. I've never seen it.
I always had kind of a dream of seeing Siegfried and Roy till Roy got his head torn off by.
Penn and Teller's another one I want to see.
Yeah, I've seen Penn and Teller before.
I mean, I've seen him on TV, but I want to see him live.
Yeah. So that was nice to see you, Missy. Hope you're doing. Hope things are going well for you. Shows are in phase 4 of the opening, so I don't know when that'll be. That's the last down on the list. Concerts, showrooms, theaters, stuff like that, because you can't bring a name in like Cher and sell every third seat.
No.
You'll lose your, you know what? Or bring a Celine Dion and sell every third seat. You can't make money doing that. So there's no point to even try to do that kind of thing. And I'm sure the city of Las Vegas told the people that usually have bands and DJs on Fremont Street, you can't do that anymore because it gathers people around.
They even put the little social distancing squares on the thing, but I don't think they're planning on doing that.
I'm not going to be, I might be streaming at some point tonight, but I need to first do some cinematic captures this evening. I'm going to get my tripod, get set up, and get out there and capture some stuff so when I get back to the rancho, I can do cinematic. Siegfried and Roy were the best. They were as ridiculous now as you wanted them to be. Well, they were in the cut of Liberace, being very flamboyant with their outfits, but they were taking extreme risks with those. You never know when anything of the feline family is going to turn on you. You could get too comfortable with the animals and think they're your pal, and then one day it just wakes up in a pissy mood.
According to Tiger King, you know, if you have them with their cubs, they'll always be friendly.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll try to pop one. Probably D will go live tonight. I don't know, but I do need to spend a few hours getting some material together for a cinematic type feature. Thank you to those of you who commented and thumbs up on the Requiem for a Desert Motel. I appreciated that. I put that out in black and white. It seemed to take a pretty good. People seem to take to that pretty good, so I really appreciated that. Hi Valerie, how are you? Good to see you. I've been on Riot live stream. Yeah, I told D last night I'm burned out on Riot live streams.
Yeah.
No more. I can't do it anymore. Plus, they're winding down. People are fatigued. They're tired. George Floyd has been buried. Rest in peace. The nation moves on now, and lessons learned and changes made. I hope it benefits the country. It benefits the country. Only been to surf shows. It was really good, believe it or not. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I would have liked to see Neil Diamond too. I would like to see a Neil Diamond show. That would be pretty good. Riot Lives have to be exhausting. Riot Lives have to be exhausting. We got to watch your back all the time. Ninth Element. And every time you go to cover or be in the midst of a protest, some of them go real well, and some of them just go off the rails. And the next thing you know, you're dodging gas and rubber bullets and stuff, and it's not a happy feeling.
No.
Valerie says, D, are you going to stream again?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, they asked the Eagles when you're going to get back together again. They said when hell freezes over. I like that. D's the kind of person that has to feel it to do a stream.
Yeah, I haven't felt it in a long time. Seems like lately I can't wait to get off.
The tear gas, I think I got gassed about 9:30 to 10 p.m. in Oakland. I was for crap the next day. I had breathing problems. My eyes hurt. Now, we had cumulatively had 4 gassing sessions that hit us. Of course, you know, dumb old Rosie, I got to run towards it to get the video of all that, and it probably took about 30 hours to get over the effects of that. Hey, Julie. Yeah, thank you, Carrie. Larry says shared that on Facebook.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
They were supposed to have a show in Vegas. Tickets were insanely expensive. Yeah, they'll charge whatever they think the market can bear.
You know, one thing that we didn't even think about was EDC was the beginning of May. That is the largest event in Las Vegas. They lost out on EDC money like crazy.
Yeah, the other thing was the video and photo to show that big show, and there's some more that are canceled through here. It's going to be a while before they're allowed to book. They'll push it. The business side will push it, but based on the numbers we're seeing now, I'm not too sure. Right, children running in the streets. They even spelled George Floyd wrong. The whole riot thing has done wonders for the Second Amendment. Even liberals are asking how to purchase protection. Hey, Jessica, thank you. I've always believed in the Second Amendment. I don't put it any lower than any other amendment. To me, it's as sacrosanct as the First Amendment rights. Right to protest, right, freedom of religion, and, freedom of the press. It's just as important as any of it. If you want to change the Constitution then. Okay, they've changed it before. We had the 18th Amendment did away with prohibition, and then the 18th Amendment brought in prohibition, and then I think the 19th Amendment got rid of it. So,
yeah.
If you don't like it, change it. That's what I tell people. But as it stands now, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. You can find some great vintage. Vintage, well, I'll get some. It's going to be more lights than neon, but I hope to capture a lot down here. Hi, Linda. That's why you want to be in the older area, because the newer stuff, it's up on the strip is not that doesn't have that vintage feel to it. Was all over. Oh, okay, Jackie Blue. So, Look up Eugene, Oregon. People are running people down with their cars. Wow. Those people psychologically are a little damaged.
Yeah.
Right now. In my lifetime, I don't think I've ever seen the cumulative damage to mental health that's occurred. One reason I think that the protests were so boom was because people were in lockdown, young people, and just came to the conclusion this is BS and couldn't wait to hit the streets. Couldn't wait to hit the streets. And then the cornholio. And, yeah, Portland and Seattle. Seattle, we're insane. I'm not surprised about Seattle there. So
extremely leftist.
Yeah, makes you wonder how soldiers feel after war. After shooting, how long does it take for you to wind down and relax? I get back, usually my feet are sore. I'll just lay down, I'll get my stream, I'll put it on and try to pick a photo out to use for the thumbnail. Like I can't do two big chooches back to back 2 days in a row. They're too much. So I tend to do a long one and then a short one, and a short in terms of distance, and then ready for a long one again. It takes about 24 hours, I think, to get back after stream. I mean, these days I got to wear a knee brace. I wear 2 pairs of socks and my shoes, anything to provide cushioning.
It just takes me long enough to smoke a doobie.
Yeah, D winds down with the doobie there, so it's. But you have to remember, I've been doing this for years. I really developed live streaming down in this community years ago, so it's something that I'm very used to. Something I'm proud. I'm usually very innovative on my channel. Vegas brings this. I don't know. He's got a message in for her, so I don't know. Probably have a chance to get that worked out with her. I didn't want to see Vegas fixing because of cornholio and all that. It's best that they be isolated. How you doing, LaDonna? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good in Texas. Be careful down there. They got a real surge of cases in Texas. Are you going to take Jen to Vegas again? I don't think so, Torgo. Jen never really had much interest in Las Vegas, so. And I'm always a believer in let people do exactly what they want to do. I don't want to bring somebody along and then they're struggling with the whole scene and it makes me feel bad.
Right.
So I like people to, it's like I always told D, I don't want to influence you, do whatever the hell you want to do. You want to go to Mexico City, brother? Go to Mexico City at the time of your life and all that. So I don't believe in ever trying to control people. Tell people. I think the Raiders will work out good for the first year. I think they pre-sold all the seats and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, Vegas is actually, I'm surprised they haven't had a football team here yet. I mean, this is the capital of gambling.
Well, you know why? They didn't want to intersect gambling and football team down here.
Right.
They thought the chances for big-time gambler to influence a game and grab a couple players and whatever. Here's $100,000 if you just stop at the 1 yard line instead of going into the end.
Once they did the nights, I think that's what made them realize how lucrative it really is for them.
Yeah, I saw that Brandon Givers leaving. I saw that the manufacturing company is going to be leaving Minneapolis now. See, the thing is, the thing you don't see is the pushback against the protest. People aren't going to come on and do live streams. They're not going to post stuff on Facebook or Instagram. They're going to vote with their feet. They'll quietly just leave an area if they don't feel like it's their cup of tea anymore. And and I can anticipate seeing a lot of that. The people just silently, is what like Richard Nixon called it in 1968, the great silent majority. They don't say anything, but they move mountains. Both the other side, it goes against their agenda. Yeah, Brandon, I'm so over the CNN Fox Wars. I'm so sick of that stuff. I'm sick of the CDC. I'm sick of the World Health Organization. I'm sick of the Fox versus CNN wars. I'm over that. I'm over it. He was saying something that I've said for a couple of years. We got fractured news now. It's to the point where 20 years ago you couldn't, if you told people that the world is flat, they would have institutionalized it. Now we have a whole growth of the word flat earthers, and because of fake news and stuff, just grows crops of people with screwed up beliefs. It's terrible. You know, it was a lot easier when there was ABC, CBS, and NBC. That was it. They basically just did the same thing. Yeah, Fox went to hell with Murdoch's sons. I don't know. I just don't watch them. Yeah, LaDonna, Texas will always be attractive to that. Yeah, that's the way I'm, Jack. I'm totally over this. People made their statements. Changes will occur. And hopefully most of the changes will be for the better. Drudge Report used to be conservative. They literally did a 180, and the service bought app is not reported. You got to remember, well, Jeff Bezos of Amazon owns the Washington Post, so right?
Yeah.
I subscribe to the New York Times online just because they have the most extensive reporters worldwide and in the nation, and they have excellent writers, and you may not like a lot of their viewpoints, and I usually skip the editorial page, but I enjoy it. Yeah, the live streams give you truth. Completely different everywhere. They say at least 60% of the cafes. I hope not. I hope things will be okay in Ireland. Okay, LaDonna says I've been watching news channels out of Germany and Europe these days. It's probably good. I think I'm not alone in just being tired of the Fox versus CNN nonsense. If you have to go to a site and you know what you're going to see, and you've lost the objective content of those sites, in my opinion. Yeah, the Daily Wire is great to watch on YouTube. Hello, Libra. How are you? BBC's good reporting. I would agree with that. Exactly, Jackie Blue. The media bias on both sides it's ridiculous. It's almost become, we don't care. We're just going after Fox News. We don't care. We're just going after CNN, and they'll put these stories in. Fox News reporter embarrassed at White House, or CNN reporter called out by Trump and stuff like that. You never saw that stuff 20 years ago. Never saw that. Never saw that stuff 20 years ago. Does anything ever worry you? The state of the world is worrisome right now. I think since the market cratered in February, March, we've been in sort of this hopeful spring back, and now I just feel like we're kind of teetering on a knife edge here. We could go down hard, or we could put all of this crap behind us here. So I'm a little worrisome. Oh, thank you. Torgo says if you ever come to Atlanta, I'll take you on a tour of CNN. Yeah, dogs worry me. Will you be doing the earlier choose? Yeah, I'll do something in the morning tomorrow before I take off. I'm not sure if I'm going to go. If I get enough stuff in the camera, then I feel like I can do a short live stream to say hi and stuff. So, how you doing, Lois? Good to see you. What do you think? Does anything worry you?
No. When you start worrying about things and worry about death and everything else, you limit yourself on the
Does anything concern you?
The safety of my children. That's about it. Yeah. The future of this world is.
Well, as schools thrive and be better than before, we have enough energy to do whatever it is the crazy people and radical lunatic policies. Something to be said for that too. Something to be said for that too. I think a situation like a protest comes along and then it becomes a bandwagon effect of other people want to jump on it with their own pet project and throw it on top of that. Again, hi RV Debs, nice to see you. Good morning to you in the great state of Texas down there. Man, I can't wait to get down to Texas in the fall. Yeehaw. Great state to explore. My focus is my children and people I come into contact being positive. That's great, good. Joe Biden on the way to right the ship. I worry about the safety of my chickens and rabbits.
Dementia Biden.
Yeah. Eye scrapping Irish. How are you this morning?
His advisors. Not him.
Texas is amazing. I got enough of a taste of Texas to want to really go back to Texas, and that's a good thing. They're putting a convicted felon on a pedestal. It's just the times, Lieber. You know the old song, you don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. I've seen things I haven't seen since 1968. Joe Biden had over 40 years to do something. He did nothing. Well, maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Just do no damage. I think Joe Biden's trying to figure out how to tailor his message, how to package his message up. Please let me and other natives tell you where to find hidden gems in Texas. Okay, thank you, LaDonna. I will. I welcome that. That would be outstanding. When I get down there and hit up my Gmail and good to go. It's been good here. Just so much to vibe. Deb, do you see that played out in Knox City down there in Texas, or is that pretty much uniform the way people feel in that little town down there? And Deb's not too far from Amarillo. I'm just wondering if there's any effect down there, or it's just strictly watching the stories on the news. Remember, Deb's a native Californian, so graduate of Hollywood High. Corn pops for president. Yeah, corn pops for president. Worked in the oil fields in Texas. I'm going to go about 5 more minutes or so, and then we're going to grab something to eat this morning. Biden's campaign is trying to figure get elected without debating the Donald. I have to say, Trump went all in on this thing. He's not giving an inch in anything.
I'm kind of disappointed in him, actually.
I'm only disappointed in the sense that I think when things are at their worst, maybe just a little bit of a national address to just say, I understand the pain out there, and just some soothing words. What would you do if a dog came after you on a bike? Try to pedal faster, I guess. These channel scripts and fit their narrative. Yeah. Take the bike off of them. Yeah, that's one of the big risks of live street streaming is I've had wild dog encounters in Los Algodones, Mexico, quite a few other cities over the years. Been kind of shaky sometimes. My worst encounters come from people that let their dog, they'll be out walking them and let the dog off the leash, and all of a sudden the dog will run towards you. You got no idea if that dog's going to rip your sack off or wag its tail, right?
Right.
So, they can be doesn't even know what day it is, but no way it could be today, you know. No. It's the way that goes. Maintenance man from hell, so.
Yeah, he's just trying to fix it.
But do stay safe, guys. Don't let your guards down if you're. Use a bigger hammer.
Yeah.
We only watch for Fox, they're not open. Oh, okay. There we go. Good, you rattle my brain. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right, guys. On that note, I bid you all a very good day today. Stay safe. Okay. You got the public, try to wear a mask. I always try to do so. And just hope that better times are on the way. Any final farewell for people this morning?
No.
That's it.
Don't have anything to say.
Have a wonderful day, everybody. If I get my work done tonight, I'll be chooching a little bit tonight. I have a lot of videography I want to try to do this evening. Y'all have a wonderful day, okay? And if you haven't thumbs up for the stream, please do so on the way out. Thank you for being such a great crew of people on here. And yeah, okay? Yeah, I got some good color. I got to stay out of the sun today, though. Thanks, everybody.